Hey, it's been a little while, okay, a long while since I posted a video. I say that every time, don't I? Like every single time. I'm wearing bug spray right now. Can you believe that? Bug spray. I've always been against bug spray, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There's a lot of bugs out here, A lot of mosquitoes that like to suck your blood. So, ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's about due for another video. A little life update, you might say. It's been a hell of a busy year, I must say. And, well, I should probably start off with, by the way, this AG1, not sponsored, but, I got it from a YouTube sponsorship. Those YouTube promos, sometimes those companies that sponsor YouTube channels, sometimes you'll find really good stuff on a YouTube promo, I must say. In fact, I've saved a lot of stuff off of like YouTube promos that I actually plan to utilize. AG1 is one of the ones that I've actually utilized. Shout out Better Ideas YouTube channel for the AG1. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I haven't really been much of a social media guy this year, so I figured, why not keep this channel active? Why not post an update video? It's already been 2 minutes and I haven't really talked about much. Well, first of all, I'm visiting grandparents right now, so it's been nice to have some actual time on my hands last couple days and not, be constantly rushing to the next thing, like to the next shift, for example, or the next gym session, or whatever I'm doing at the time. It's been nice to get a little break. I would even go as far to call it a vacation. Been at my grandparents' house since Thursday, actually. Well, for one, I work 2 jobs. I'm a lifeguard currently at the most popular campground in the United States. And, well, there's been a lot of work drama lately, I must say. A lot of drama lately. It's nice to get away from that drama, get out into nature, breathe in that good ass prana, if you know, you know. Well, our boss got fired not long ago, and most of my coworkers are pretty happy about that, and it's been different. I must say, it's been different, for sure. It's been weird without having our now former boss around, and I'm kind of torn on whether I should stay doing that job for the rest of the season, like until the end of October, or not, because I just got my 6-figure injury settlement, which I'm definitely going to talk about that. Like, that's probably been the most exciting thing of the year for me. I got injured on February 24th of 2023, so it's been 17 months now, over 17 months since that injury. And I racked up a $68,000 hospital bill on top of other bills. My total bills accumulated to $82,000. And of course, I got a lawyer, and I went through with the lawsuit and everything. And it's taken 17 months, but the whole thing has finally been resolved. It's been settled, and I got my money, and it's a lot more than I ever expected. And now, like, if I thought life was already busy, it's about to get a whole lot busier. I mean, of course, my lawyer took a third of it, but I still walked away with six figures. And then, like, I still walked away with six figures, but I still knew that I had a hospital bill to pay off because I took the responsibility of the hospital bills myself. Like, my lawyer gave me a choice. I could have left the hospital bill responsibility in their hands, but if I had done that, then they would have had to pay it in full. And I'm just losing money if I do that. If I take the responsibility on myself to pay off the hospital bills, then we can potentially negotiate that number way down. And that's exactly what we did. So my dad and I actually went to the hospital the other day in person, and we made an offer of $10,000 for the $68,000 hospital bill, right? And they said yes. They took $10,000 for my $68,000 hospital bill. So that was a big dub there. So I got to walk away with a lot more than I expected. And now I've got all this money, and now I have to plan accurately on how to use it, wisely. And I'm just like, I'm basically a young kid. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, I don't really know the first thing to do with this kind of money. So I have a lot of learning to do and not that much time on my hands, you know what I mean? Because I also have a second job. I'm also a tour guide. I actually do ghost tours about 12 to 14 nights a month. And I get paid $50 a tour, but I also get tips. My biggest tip was $80, by the way, which was definitely a night, I must say. It's quite a challenging job, I must say. Some nights are easier than others. I actually have a ghost tour tonight, actually. But yeah, it's basically just telling ghost stories, you know, telling guests like about the history of the city and whatnot. And yeah, it's been really challenging this year, I must say. Constantly rushing to the next thing, been busy with 2 jobs on top of trying to keep up my gym consistency, like continuing to try to go to the gym at least 3 times a week, and, you know, at least try to stay consistent with it, even if I don't have much time on my hands. I've also been trying to keep up with my plasma donations, which is, well, the plasma is basically what's in your blood that makes your blood that dark red color. So what they do is they take the blood out and they take the plasma out of your blood, and then they give you your blood back, and then they pay you for it. So it's kind of like a third income source, a little bit. It's not all that much, but it's definitely something. So I've been doing that. I'm approaching 100 donations now, which is really exciting for me, actually. I mean, not that many people, I mean, a lot of people have done it, but still, in the grand scheme of things, not that many people have donated, well, can say they've donated 100 times, and I'm at 94 donations right now. So that's pretty exciting. I might get a custom-made celebratory cake once I hit 100 donations. But yeah, it's been really, really busy, and after I got this, now that I've got this settlement money, I know it's going to get busier, because I'm planning to buy a business. What business am I buying? I have no idea. How do I invest my money properly in order to set myself up for a good future? I don't really know how to do that either. I'm so thankful for this bug spray that actually works, you know, because there would be bugs all over me, mosquitoes all over me right now if it weren't for that bug spray. I changed my mind about bug spray yesterday. I was not a fan of bug spray, but now that I'm using this particular bug spray, now I'm suddenly a fan of bug spray. I just got to remember to wash it off later because it's not that good for you. Anyway, I have a lot of learning to do on, you know, how to make smart decisions with this type of money. I got to invest it properly. I got to find what type of business I'd like to buy. I got to do a lot of research, basically. There's a lot of learning that I have to do now which is going to have to take like top priority in my life. If it has to, it's going to have to even take priority over my current jobs, because this type of money can set me up for potential. I'm going to say potential because I'm not going to, count my eggs before they chicken. I count my chickens before they hatch, of course, but I mean, if I invest properly and I make all the right decisions with my money, I can set myself up for financial freedom in the future. Obviously, that's the goal, right? Well, so it's a little bit overwhelming, I must say. It's nice to have that type of money, but it's also very overwhelming, I must say. Having that type of money but not knowing what to do with it or how to use it properly yet, I'll admit it's a little bit stressful and pretty overwhelming. So there's a lot of work to do, like a lot of work to do when it comes to the learning curve, like learning how to invest, learning how to, make the right decisions with this type of money. And I have to make a really, really big decision coming up real soon on what kind of business I want to buy. And I still want to move out of my parents' house, of course. I haven't ruled out the possibility of buying a condo. One of my coworkers suggested that I buy 2 mobile homes and rent one of them out. I mean, my mom and my grandma, they don't really like that idea, but I'm still open to ideas. Like, I'm still not ruling anything out because I'm young. I don't know anything about this type of thing, so I'm just trying to keep my options open, you know what I mean? Mosquito right in my face. And with that being said, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my life update, I haven't made a video in a long time. I want to get back into it. If I start using bug spray more often, I could potentially make more videos, because I love making videos out in the heart of nature. Shout out Ralph Smart. If you know, you know. I'm not a huge fan of making videos indoors, you know what I mean? I've made a couple videos from inside my car, which is cool, but I prefer being out in nature, being outside. But when it's the summertime, when it's warmer, there's mosquitoes in the air, and I've never been a real big fan of using bug spray. But maybe I'll start to use bug spray more often, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll actually get some more time to make more videos, because there's so many things I have to say, man. There really is. I have an endless supply of video ideas. I have a long list, an extra long list, that all came from right in here, man. I've got such a long list of video ideas. I could make videos all day long, for real. So yeah, doing a little mosquito battling, but they're pretty much leaving me alone. It's been nice to actually slow down these last 3 days, being at my grandparents' house, not having to rush to the next shift, not having to basically rush to do anything. Everything just slows down, and there's no rush to do anything when I visit my grandparents' house. That's why I love visiting so much. I definitely want to come visit more, because it's like, life is just different here. It's slower, it's nicer, the vibe is higher, and I feel no anxiety or adrenaline to rush to the next thing. And I can actually clear out all the old baggage that was in my head previously, clear out my thoughts, and I can actually think properly. Sometimes I can't really do that all that great at home, because, our house is so cluttered. But yeah, I definitely plan to do a lot of research. A lot of time and effort is going to be required to make the right decisions with my settlement money. I still am working 2 jobs, and I'm not really sure where it's going to go from there. I know I'm going to have to cut back on some of my tours per month, just because I need more time. and I need to not be overwhelmed. And I might have to consider cutting back to 4 days or even 3 days or even just weekends at my lifeguard job, because sometimes, things might have to take priority. I only make $13.20 an hour there, and I might need a lot more time on my hands to figure out what I'm going to do next with my money, and how I'm going to invest it and whatnot, in order to make more money in the future, because that is the goal, right? Of course it is. So yeah, been incredibly busy this year, probably going to get more busy with what's to come. I have a lot of opportunities in front of me, and it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of brain power to figure out what's next with those opportunities. Yeah, it's going to be a bit stressful at times. It's going to be difficult, but I'm here. I'm all here for it. So yeah, I think that's everything I needed to say today. A little update video. Nothing major. Hopefully more videos to come. I got a lot on my mind. Speak your truth, Just, it's what I like to say. Anyway, have a good one. Until next time. Hopefully not too long.